person, don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is a rockin' as they await the start of this one. We're here at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Return's looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start with a give to Harris. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go, son. Go.
A handoff for Harris, running right. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Line up. Here we go. Go.
Running behind center with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, son.
Fields throwing here. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
He gets 4 yards on the carry. That's going to leave him just a yard out on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, You still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Harris does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run with Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. To return to Jerome Ford. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Judy there to grab it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Give now to the running back. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
They read that screen perfectly. Interception! Has a hole left, room to run. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
From the 37. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
19 Lions. Come on. Set. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hut.
Setting up a throw. Chubb brings it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That'll be the end of one in this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 21. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Don't jump, ready?
First and 10 give to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go.
Play action, Fields. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Gotta figure out this third down here.
Here we go, son. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Here we go.
A give left side. Here's Harris. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here we go. Left, right. Tonight.
From the 36. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. Well, Brock, they could have gone wrong to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
He's going deep this time. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we're. It might be the time to...
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go, son.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's a pickup of 9. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here we go, Scott.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Steelers with a chance to boost their lead. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Warren.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Here we go.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. A run here with Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boz do the honors. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
Going to Harris to start the half. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here we go. Good.
Now they send their back in motion right. Completed here to Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Warren here from the gun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go. Good night.
2nd and 4. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That throw finds Pickens. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
From the 42. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They're throwing it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Hand off to the back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. But following his interception, he remains out there. Looks like he got banged up pretty badly on that play. They'll send someone out to look at him.
Here we go. Right.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
Warren quick on the draw. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Here we go.
Fields on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Chips win. Go.
Harris once more. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 yards there on 3rd down, so that's going to make this 4th and short much more interesting. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check. Ready, ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Now looking to throw. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Here we go.
Running it after the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here we go.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. A tremendous return. He got 31 yards. And the Browns are set up well as they take over with some great field position. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season, as